Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 NFL Early Games pregame and update show. And week one is here. It's my season premiere of Scott Sports 101. This is my ninth season. I'm beginning of it today. And we're going to talk about the Browns game. We're going to talk about all the early games. And the Browns game starts in just little over a half an hour. We'll be getting underway at 4:25. So uh, I'm gonna talk about all the games today, and as you see behind me, my nephew Jay Hoyle, Jay Money, as he says, "Go Nick Chubb." Although we won't see him in today's game, we'll talk about all that. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Week One trivia question, and it is a Browns trivia question. Uh, how many first round quarterbacks did the Browns draft from 2012 to 2018? I will have the answer later in the podcast. We're going to go back to the first two games that were played Thursday night. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Kansas City Chiefs 27-20. The Ravens fought hard, but they just could not come away with the victory as they had a touchdown get called back right at the end of the final seconds. And Friday, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Green Bay Packers 34-29 at Corinthians Arena in uh, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Uh, Slippery first half. No team was dominant, but the Eagles dominated that first half, the second half, and they came away with the victory. Well, week one of the 2024 regular season has finally arrived, and the Cleveland Browns are taking on the Dallas Cowboys in their season opener today at Huntington Bank Stadium at 4:25. That's the new name of the Browns Stadium. The Haslam's in the Huntington Bank signed a contract just a few days ago to call the stadium Huntington Bank Stadium for the next 20 years. Whether the stadium remains in the downtown area on the lakefront or moves to Brook Park. And one final has just come in. The New England Patriots have defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 16-10 in their season. And the Bengals season to spoil the. It was a Bengals home game, and they have just spoiled the Bengals season opener. And so the Bengals fought 0-1. The Patriots are 1-0. So and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Uh, and and that will and I'm really surprised that New England won this game. That, that New England really had won this game. I'm really surprised because I never expected it. Now, and now I never expected New England to win this game today. And as I was saying, uh, and and now when the Cleveland Browns take the field uh, on today, all eyes will be on quarterback Deshaun Watson, who is returning to the field for the first time since suffering a season-ending injury uh, in season-ending injury in Baltimore last November, which ended his season early. And after limited playing time in his first two seasons due to an 11-game suspension, uh, uh, and last year's injuries, Watson is facing a lot of pressure as he takes the helm for the Browns offense. And there will be three high-profile quarterbacks sharing the national spotlight Sunday for a star-packed season opener between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Only two of them will take snaps as Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson, which I mentioned, match dropbacks, rollouts, and completions to kick off critical seasons for both respective teams. Their every move will be dissected by Tom Brady, the seven-time Super Bowl winner, who will make his TV casting for the game as his analyst with Fox. And this is his debut today on Fox when the Browns game gets underway. And Brady's ballyhooed appearance, which has been in the works since before he announced his retirement from playing for a second time, adds another layer to a Week 1 game overloaded with juicy storylines. I'm sure he'll do a great job, said Browns Pro Bowl guard Joel Bitonio. He's done great jobs with pretty much everything else he's done. It's cool. And Brady has reportedly immersed himself into preparing for the call with the same passion he had while passing nearly 90,000 yards and 649 touchdowns during his unparalleled career with the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There may be no one better on the planet better qualified than Brady to scrutinize Prescott as he heads into his final year under contract, or inspect Watson, who will play for the first time since breaking a bone in his throwing shoulder last November. The injury was a sudden, stunning end to Watson's second season with the Browns, who are still hoping for their $230 million investment to solve their long search for a franchise QB. QB isn't wasted money. Watson had no issues throwing this summer, but the Browns decided not to play him during the preseason to avoid catastrophe. Coach Kevin Stefanski has overhauled his offense, bringing in coordinator Ken Dorsey, a former Browns quarterback, to tailor a system that better suits Watson's dual threat skill set. It's operated efficiently in practice, but Cleveland's offense may need some time to find its rhythm. If that's the case, the Browns will lean on a defense led by edge rusher extraordinaire and reigning AP Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Under first-year coordinator Jim Schwartz, the unit dominated during the regular season in 2023 before disappearing in a playoff loss to Houston. They've got an elite player on every level, Prescott said. That's a strength, and having played Schwartz earlier in my career, understanding what he wants to do and watching their tape from last year, he's very physical. They're fast, and they know how to play their strengths, and they know how, and they're a great matchup for us. As usual, Dallas is strapped with huge expectations. It comes with the territory as America's team, a title that may now belong to Kansas City. While they have won 12 games in each of the past 3 seasons, the Cowboys failed to win the NFC title, and owner Jerry Jones' patience never one of his strengths has been exhausted. Now it's now or never. Prescott, who is coming off his best season as a pro, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,516 yards, wants a contract extension as he's determined to be the one to put the Cowboys back on top Dallas last won the Super Bowl in 1995, in an eternity for its demanding fans. That's what motivates me on being here. Honestly, to be the quarterback who does it, who wins it, he said. I don't think winning it any other place would be the same as winning it here. There is a there is a number one that is a number one in wanting to be here. Both teams have to shuffle their offensive lines. Dallas will start two rookies. Cleveland isn't sure who's starting. The Cowboys are trusting. Excuse me. Uh, Cooper Beebe, a third round selection from Kansas State, who will start at center and fill the vacancy left by Tyler uh, Baidaz, signing with Washington in free agency. For Cleveland, left tackle Jedrick Wills doesn't appear quite ready after undergoing off-season knee surgery. The Browns may slide right tackle Jack Conklin over temporarily, but he just returned last week following knee reconstruction. James Hudson III is another option. It's also possible the Browns will rotate tackles. I have faith in all of them, Batonio said. All of them have played a lot of football. We know they have great edges, but we have faith in all those guys. Cowboys star receiver CeeDee Lamb has confidently declared he'll be ready without limitations after missing training camp and the preseason in a contract holdout. He signed his $136 million four-year extension last week. The Browns ranked number one in pass defense last year and believe they'll be ready for Lamb, who led the league with 135 catches last season, while setting a franchise record with 1,749 yards receiving and scoring 12 touchdowns. He wears number 88, and so we'll be able to find them, Joe Schwartz. I like our matchups. This is NFL football, man. This is awesome. One of the best receivers in the NFL, and what I consider the best corner group. We play a lot of man to man, so it's going to be fun to watch those guys. Micah Parsons was smartly dressed uh, in a tailored blue shirt on his last day, on his last visit to Cleveland. He'll be less than formal this time. The Cowboys picked up star edge rusher 12th overall, the star edge rusher 12th overall when the 2021 draft was hosted by the Browns. Since then, he has 41 sacks and has joined Hall of Famer Reggie White as the only players with at least 13 in each of their first three seasons. Although he won't match up against Garrett, Parsons wants to measure up to him. I always love competition, and I felt that even when he played the Rams and Aaron Donald, Parsons said. If Donald has two sacks, I need uh, I need two sacks just because it's the competitive spirit. We both know where we are Garrett's where we are. Garrett's one of my favorite rushers. Him and Max Crosby, two guys that are just so freaky and gifted. It's going to be exciting to play against him. And this will be an exciting and epic game today. Now, I think the first team to score 30 points is the team that's going to win it. And if the Browns can do that, they'll get the win 30 or 35 points. But I'm going Browns 28, uh, Cowboys 21, but we'll see. But Deshaun's got to produce, and I think he will do just that. I think he will. And right now, we'll get to the other NFL games in just a sec. Right now, it's time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Week 1 trivia question. and it's a Browns trivia question. How many first round quarterbacks did the Browns draft in 20 from 2012 to 2018? And uh, if you said three, you are correct. The three they drafted was they drafted Brandon Whedon in 2012, Johnny Manziel in 2014, and Baker Mayfield in 2018. I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, which will be tomorrow for my Monday night Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football post game show. Finals from the early games today. I'm going to do it right now since we're going to be getting the Browns game underway in about uh, 19 minutes. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta 18-10 today. I thought Atlanta was going to win this, but I know Russell Wilson got injured, but there was no update on him. And boy, I really thought I took Kansas City and Philly for the first two, and I took for this one I took Atlanta, and that's another one I lost on. And so that's another loss for myself. My brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle, he took Ravens for Thursday night, lost that one. One on Friday. He lost the Bengals one today, and now he took Atlanta as well. We both lost on that one. That's one we lost on. The Buffalo Bills beat and about to join me right now is my buddy Keith Norman, my colleague from Magnolia Clubhouse, KIL, Keith in Lakewood. Keith, we are about 18 minutes away from getting underway for the Browns. Uh, so, yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm announcing them right now. I'm on the air right now. Uh, okay. Uh, Houston won 29-27. All right. Yes, they did. As I was just about to tell my subscriber viewers, the Buffalo Bills beat the Arizona Cardinals 34-28 today at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. And Arizona fought hard, but they just could not get over that hurdle. They couldn't do it. They just were not able to get the win today. Hold on just a sec. Uh, Let me look here. I'm trying to find it. Hold on a minute. I gotta go. There. I have 2 minutes to go. It's now right there. 2 minutes in the fourth. It's 47-10 New Orleans. Yes. Yeah, basically, yeah. Uh, Minnesota won 28-6. Yes. I think you're right. Uh, the Chicago Bears in an upset loss. Yes, you did. I was completely surprised at that 24-17 victory. I didn't think Chicago was going to come out and play that well, Keith. No, and yeah, yeah. But did Kirk? No, they did not. But Atlanta was held to just 10 points in this game. And I don't know, did Kirk Cousins get injured or what happened? Did they take it? Oh, okay. Uh, and the Houston Texans beat the Indianapolis Colts 29-27 today at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. To uh, yeah, hold on, yeah, I'm trying to figure this out here because I'm having the right scores. Um, yeah, I was surprised that New England beat them. I was surprised. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're absolutely right, and they did not look good at all today. I really thought they would have played a heck of a lot better, but that was not the case. It was not for that team today, as they as the Minnesota Vikings did beat the New York Giants 28-6 today at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford today. But I thought really Cincy would have played a lot better too. And so and I really uh Miami beat Jacksonville, came back from being down 17 17-10, and as it was I think 17 to I kind of had that feeling that I was going to be 7-3. And New Orleans beat Carolina 47-10 today. And yeah, you're right. I am 7-3. You are correct. Uh, uh, and just a few moments ago, the New Orleans Saints beat the Carolina Panthers, walloped them 47-10. Boy, New Orleans all over Carolina today. Just all over them today. Miami won 20-17, and I took Miami. I'm 7-3 right now. My picks. I lost on Tennessee and Chicago because I took Tennessee, and I lost on Cincinnati winning. New England beat them 16-10, and I also those were the only and the Pittsburgh Atlanta game. So and right now I'm 7-3. I'm going with the Chargers, Seattle, the Browns, Tampa Bay, and Detroit, and so my brother-in-law as well. So okay, my brother-in-law Eric Coyle, we do these ours are for fun. He is 5-5 right now. So but we are getting close to kickoff here, the Browns game. in about 10 minutes from right now. And boy, this is going to be an exciting, epic game today. What are your thoughts on this game today? On this Browns game coming up? Yes, he did. Yeah, 231 million he signed it for. And yeah, and CD Lamb is going to be playing, but all eyes are going to be on Deshaun Watson. He's going to be under a lot of pressure today as the Browns go up against this Cowboys team today. Well, Keith, while I got you on, I want to announce something. This podcast that I'm doing right now is a milestone one because this is my 1000th podcast of Scott Sports 101. And it's hard to believe. I just can't believe that I've done now 1,000. And this ninth season, beginning my ninth season, this season premiere makes it all worthwhile. And I hope you continue to watch that my subscribers will. I hope I get more subscribers. I now have 77, and I know it's going to go up from there. So just keep subscribing and keep watching because my podcasts are just going to get even better and better. And I want to thank my guest, Keith, for being on. And so, Keith, thank you so much. Yeah, this was my 1000th podcast today that I just did. And that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 uh, NFL Browns uh, pregame show and NFL early games postgame show. Well, update postgame show. I'll be back with uh, the Scott Sports 101 NFL late games postgame show and Sunday Night Football pregame show. Once the game between the Browns and the Cowboys has concluded, and all the other late games have concluded. But until then, always remember: be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done. Go Browns.